Well, happy almost Easter and Passover and whatever Al you may or may not be celebrating. Just happy day or night to you. Gosh, sometimes we try and be so inclusive these days that we just can't say anything. But I wish you joy. How's that? I'm excited about Easter. Not particularly, I'm not particularly uh churchy. I guess I'll say not particularly churchy, but I think it's a powerful story. Jesus, the person. I feel and I'm very inspired. I'm very inspired, and so I've been going to church, and taking what I like from it, and loving the community, and not going when I don't feel like it resonates with me, and just but taking the beauty and the love, and translating any words. Some of the words are just so darn old, and I think they meant something to the person who wrote the songs that they don't necessarily mean to me. And so, but rather than just throw it all out, which is what I used to do, I've been really, I guess, cherry picking. I like cherries. Do you like cherries? They're so juicy and red sometimes. And anyway, cherry picking the juicy bits that I like. And I joined the choir. And because I wanted to sing more and branch out, and sometimes we sing some churchy stuff. And I was asked to do a solo. I was asked to do a solo. Wow. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. But the solo is the Lord's Prayer. Which I never identified with, and maybe you do, and that's great. This is for you. But it's also for those of you who don't identify with the Lord's Prayer. But I can take this down now because I found a way to connect with it. And to connect with, I don't know if it was the initial intention, maybe it was, it's my intention. And so I went kind of line by line because I thought, all right, if I don't want to do this, then there is something to look at there. Some part of me that I can get to know and love through the darkness. So I went through these words. Our Father, right there. Doesn't work for me. I don't particularly feel like there's a man up there being my dad. And maybe that's a helpful feeling for you, and that's great. Whatever helps you. For me, I feel connected to the allness of all. And I might call that spirit, or love, or the universe, often the universe. So our Father, okay. But I can see that as like a presence that feels loving, like a father. And then it says, which art in heaven. That was the word that saved me. Which. Not who. Which. Which isn't something we say about a man. Which is something we say about a presence that we don't really have the language to describe. And so we chose Father. I can get on board with that. Toot toot. So, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Like, blessed is the sound, the feeling, the essence of the all that is divine. That works for me. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Kingdom is sort of an interesting phrase, but if we think of like the divine design that we know we're capable of, that inside we know we're capable of, that be now, please. Yes, okay. Thy will be done. Thy, again, for me, not a person, like father figure entity, great if it works for you, but for me, divine will, the will that we all have deep inside us, that is universal, that is love, that is in harmony. That happen now, please. Yes, we're ready. On earth as it is in heaven. Heaven, to me, being the realm where we know all this already. That peace. Give us this day our daily bread. That is humility. That is recognizing that we are not alone here and that we need each other in a co-creative way. That, wow, somebody else makes most of the food, like grows the food that I eat. So I'm saying, all right, please help me to have food today. Give us, but not just me, us. Like, may everyone have food to eat today. May everyone have food to eat today. That is a prayer. Yes, I can get behind that. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And that's just like, that's in one to me, because it can't happen one without the other. I gotta be forgiving of the people who I feel personally, that's my own experience, have wronged me. And I gotta be willing to accept forgiveness from the divine, or else I'll just keep whipping myself into unhappiness. So forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation. Like, help me know and do what I know is right for me, not bridge mix all day and night. Although that would seem fun, it would wreak havoc on this body, which I kind of need here in this realm in order to be able to function properly. So, help me. Help me do what I know is right in my heart. But deliver us from evil. And evil is like, it's the same words as live. Is it live backwards? Oh. Yeah. So it's like everything that is the anti-living in my good truth to me. Evil is a weird word. But if I think of it as that, like the anti-living, the things that I do that sabotage me or that would hurt somebody, just staying in that integrity. Deliver us from those patterns. For thine, meaning for me it's like ours. This universe that we all co-create together. But the divine quality of that, not the small I, the divine quality of that, the universal quality of that, is all of this. Anyway, even if it would seem separate, it's not. It's not like heaven's over there somewhere and this is not. It's all one when we're aware. For thine is the kingdom and the power. This power is universal power that flows through us. And the glory. It's beautiful. We're alive today. We're alive today. In this strange configuration. Wow. Wow. Forever. Time is something we made up. Now, it is true now. We can be heaven now. We can be love now for each other. And so, this is, to me, it's a personal invocation. And I urge you, if those translations don't work for you, find ones that do. It's a really powerful practice. Okay, I'm going to sing it now. For in honor of Easter, with love for the parts of the old ways that have carried us through this far, and with love for how we take we cherry pick the cherries, that sweetness, that love, and we bring it into new forms all the time. With love for the example of Jesus, the examples of those who walk with that clarity all the time, of knowing that this is divine, that you, that I, that all of it is the kingdom of heaven, is the divine of joy. I offer this for you.
Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the
Thank you for sharing this with me. It's powerful. I didn't used to share how I felt about things. I was just quiet about them, and that's good. We don't need to spout our opinion all over the place. Good heavens. But I think sometimes there's a time and a place to share your relationship to these deep prayers or practices or thoughts or beliefs. We're in a time where we're re-examining those. We're re-examining what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, what it means to be neither of those things or all of those things. We're examining a lot. And it's special to share. I'd love to hear what those words mean to you and why and how that helps you. Because if we just share what we think and not what it means to us and how that's helping, then maybe it's something that we can re-examine and there might be a deeper truth now. Sometimes we just tell ourselves the same old story over and over. But it's helpful to look at why. So, gosh, I'm learning every day. Happy Easter. Much love, much rebirth. Right, now I learned that one from Amy. Do you like that one? I like that one. Oop. Happy spring.